Locate devices by host name. We make use of the host name filter. So say I'm looking for this for a device with the host name Dell.com. So I'll just come here and then write the name of the filter, host name, followed by colon without space, and then write Dell.com. So and then I will press enter. Okay, so I will get the result for all devices whose host name is Dell.com. Has Dell.com in their host name. All right, so all these devices has Dell.com in their host name. So we can see we have 823 results. The top countries where these devices are found is United States, Russian Federation, Malaysia, Brazil, and Japan. And then we have the top services. We have the top organizations, which of course is Dell, and then some other organizations that are related to Dell. And then we have top operating system. We have Windows Server, and then top product. We can see the top product category also. And then we can, as we did before, we can click on each of these devices to see a detailed information about the devices. Search by operating system. We enter the filter OS followed by the name of the operating system. Now, say we are looking for devices that are still running the legacy operating system Windows XP, then we make use of the OS filter. So just come to the Shodan search bar and then enter OS followed by the name of the OS operating system that we are looking for. Okay, so I have something here, Windows XP, and then since it is comprised of more than one word, I can enclose it within a quotation. So I'm looking for devices that run using this Windows XP. Okay, so I have been able to find results. We have 33,698 devices that are still running the legacy operating system Windows XP. Okay, so the top country that is having those devices is United States of America. We have Norway, China, Italy, and Germany. Okay, so now I can also further refine this search. Say I'm looking for those devices based in Nigeria, then I'll make use of the country search filter, and then the NG. The country code for Nigeria is NG, and then I'll hit enter. Then I'm going to find all those devices that are running Windows XP and that are based in Nigeria. Okay, so I have been able to find 3 devices that are still running Windows XP and that are found in Nigeria. We know Windows XP is a vulnerable operating system that has soon been dumped by Microsoft. Microsoft is no longer supporting the operating system, so it contains a lot of vulnerabilities. So Nigeria, we have 3 that are accessible via Shodan, and then top cities is Suleja, Lagos, and Jalingo. And then top services that are running on those devices, HTTP, and Secure Shell, and then MTN Nigeria, IPNX, and NG, and the CB Nigeria. These are organizations that are still running these devices. To filter such based on a screenshot being present, we make use of the filter has screenshot. Okay, so now Windows XP couldn't find much devices. Now let me change it from Windows XP to Windows 7, and then let me see what I can be able to find. Okay, now I will add this other search filter has screenshot because okay, has screenshot filter. The name of the filter is has screenshot, and the value of the filter is true. So it to search for Windows Windows 7 devices that are running Windows 7 in the country in Nigeria and that have a screenshot of those devices. So I'll just hit the search button, and then it will go and search for those devices for me based on whether they have a screenshot that are based in Nigeria. Okay, so we couldn't find any device that is running Windows 7 and has a screenshot. Okay, so basically this is how we make use of the filter has screenshot. Okay, so to find a particular device in a city or a certain organization, so we just write the name of the device followed by the city filter or the organizational filter or the country filter. Now say we are looking for Cisco devices that are used in Lagos or Abuja, so I'll just come to the search filter the search bar rather, and then I'll write the name Cisco. Now I'm looking for Cisco devices, and I found in this city, in Lagos City. Okay, so and then I'll hit enter. Okay, so the Shodan has returned the search result, and we have 2,538 Cisco devices, and that are currently in use in this city, Lagos. Now, to find devices with default password in Nigeria, we make use of the filter default password followed by the country search filter. So I'll just come to search bar and then write default password. Okay, so I have something here. I'll just make use of it. Default password, and then the country is Nigeria. Then I will click on the search bar, and then it will proceed and find me all the devices that have default password and that are based in Nigeria. Okay, so Shodan has finished searching, and then we have those devices that that have default password and they are be located in Nigeria. So you can search for those devices, and then you can try to see whether you can log into those devices using the default password. So we have 177 results, and top cities where these devices are found is Lagos, Port Harcourt, Abeokuta, Suleja, Akure. Okay, so this is how to make use of the default password followed by the country search filter. To find routers available for remote authentication in a particular net block, we use the filter. We just write the we use the net filtered before. So a net filter. Okay, so I have it here. So we have the net, and then the filter is net. The name of the filter is net, followed by the net block in CIDR notation, and then followed by the word unauthorized. Okay, so there we can find routers that are available in that particular net block and that are available for remote authentication. Okay, so we have in this particular block we just have only one device. Okay, so that means we can remotely authenticate to it and have access to that particular router. We can also go to explore. Under explore, we'll be able to get insight into the search filters people use. So to go to explore, you just click here, and then it will bring you to the explore where you see the search done by others. So let's click this webcam to see what people are searching for. Server SQ webcam. Okay, so this and then from there we can also gain as I've said earlier, we can gain insight into some search filters that we do not know, and that we will be able to also use to make search for devices on Shodan search engine. Okay, so like this we have Linux, UPnP, and Avtech. Okay, so we have it this. Okay, and then under also we have more popular searches. You can click on that, and the more recent searches. Okay, so let's go to the more popular searches. We have cams, we have webcams, okay, so let's see what we have here. Okay, so these are web cameras that people are searching for. Okay, and then we can click on each of those devices and then find detailed information about those particular devices. Okay, netcam default password. Okay, default password. Okay, default password, devices that are on the net and that are having default password. That means anybody can log in that particular device. Okay, all right, so this is how we make use of search filters to perform search on the Shodan.